I will be doing a scene analysis for the first opening scene of A Quiet Place. We start the scene from some establishing shots which introduce us to the world that the story is set in. We can see that it is a post apocalyptic situation since the roads are empty and things are destroyed. Then we are introduced to the characters in the scene, which is a family. This is the stasis part of the scene where we learn about the world of the characters. They are all barefoot. They communicate through sign language and they avoid making any noise. This introduces us to the idea that noise or sound in their world is something that is dangerous. The rising action in the scene is the youngish boy talking about rockets and gets one from the shelf. We see how he goes to his family and they all get alert by seeing the plane in his hand. His father slowly takes the plane away from him and removes the batteries. The boy gets upset, so his sister hands him the rocket ship and they start to leave. This is where we are introduced to the turning point of the scene where the child picks up the batteries before leaving, which only the audience is aware of. And now the audience will anticipate the next move of the child because they know that the batteries will go inside the plane and it will make a sound. Through the turning point of the scene, we know that the child will use the batteries to put it in the toy plane, which will create some sort of noise. Noise that they have been avoiding since the first scene of the movie. By this point, it is established that creating any noise will have adverse effects and can be dangerous for the family. We reach the climax of the scene when the family starts crossing the bridge, and we see a glimpse of the youngest son playing with his plane in the background. At this point, the audience knows what will happen next, but the characters are unaware of what's coming. The climax is reached when we are looking at the father's face, and then suddenly there is the toy noise coming from behind. His expressions change and he runs to save his kid, but he does not make it in time. And the kid is attacked by the monster, after which the title of the movie appears on the screen. We don't see a resolution to the scene since we get cut off, but the scene was important to establish the stakes that the characters will face throughout the movie and the tone that the movie will be set in.